Good evening everyone and welcome to Pinecone City News. I'm your host, Steve, and our top stories tonight are exactly what you would expect. That's right, everyone is talking about it. It's the election. We are in just the final few minutes before the votes are counted and tensions are high. The election has been a complete mess, a war between two separate sides who, in all honesty, are actually really similar. But anyway, Captain Pineapple, one of the candidates, is actually inside the town hall currently as we speak, waiting to hear the final announcement on the winner. Along with that, we also have our reporter live on the scene with him. It's Steve. Over to you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. As you said, tensions are high as we count down towards the end of the election. However, there is still one question yet to be unanswered. And what is that question, may I ask, Steve? Who is counting the votes? And do we know who it is now? Well, I am extremely proud to announce that the person who is counting the votes will actually be me. And with that announcement, I think we should head inside and see if we can get an interview with one of the candidates himself, Captain Pineapple. So as we step inside... Cut the cameras. Breaking news! The town hall has been struck with several unknown attacks, leaving the main hall in complete ruins. As of yet, it is completely unknown who has done these most vicious attacks. We actually do know what it was. Whoever was last to vote accidentally lured some creepers in here, and as you can see, it didn't end well. Don't worry though, we have actually managed to collect all of the votes previously cast and sort them, so all that's left to do now is count who wins. Okay, Steve, well I am opening the barrels to count the votes now, and... It's a draw. Wait, what? It's a draw. Both candidates have the same number of votes. Hold on, I'll fix this. Is he? Oh my gosh. Is he? I need you to help. It's more important than you may... This is more important than you may realize.
Okay, I give Captain Pineapple my permission to cast my vote for...
Guys, come on, a little respect here, voting's private. Okay, and the winner is... Captain Pineapple! Yeah! Yo, Homo Hearties, and welcome to episode 14 of the Lotus SMP, where that is right. I actually won the mayoral election. And I didn't even need to cheat. Like, literally, if we look in these barrels, I'm not gonna show the names because, private voting and everything, but look, I got more votes. I actually won. Maybe I'm not as bad as everyone keeps saying I am. And you know, I mean, I don't mean to brag, but there is just something that would maybe be fitting for this. So I mean, if this just very humble texture pack just loads and we just take a look at that. I have a crown. Isn't it amazing? I actually have a crown because, you know, all mayors have crowns. However, there is just one problem with this, which I'm gonna see if I can show you now. Yeah, so as we can see here, it's not just me. Yeah, hi, I just needed to record your face for a second, thank you. I'm not the only one with a crown. Which, I mean, we can't have that. I'm the mayor here, no one else. That was extremely dangerous going in third person there. So obviously it just wouldn't be right to... Oh my gosh, the number of zombies. What is going on here? My guys, are we having a party or something? And you didn't invite me. Now there's spiders as well. I bet they all voted for Samantha. Buddy, stop. Anyway, oh, no, bad, stop. Oh, Jesus Christ, Halloween's in a month, guys. Calm down with the mobs. Anyway, as I was saying, it just wouldn't be right to have everyone with a crown when I'm the only one that's mayor? But you see, I think I have a solution. I just need a new texture pack. So, of course, to make sure that no one else has this crown, I need a hat that no one else has. Basically meaning I need to find a bit of armor that literally nobody else owns. Or at least no one else is going to wear. Now, the best fit for that is likely going to be chainmail. However, of course, there is a bit of a problem. Because if nobody else has a chainmail helmet, chances are I'm not going to have one either. And by the looks of it, I don't. So I need a different solution here. And by the looks of it, I don't. So I need a different source of chainmail here. So if we just place down a blast furnace, and you are not trading something useful. What I am looking for is chainmail, however I might actually need to upgrade them. And by the looks of it, I do. You're kidding me, this man has to level up 3 times before I can get chainmail. Why? Like, you sell iron armor to me right now. Go on, chainmail next, chainmail next. You gave me chainmail leggings, that's not a helmet. Useless idiot. I need a second blast furnace now. Right, okay, who wants the next job? You? Okay, this room is just going to be filled with armor. That does not look like you're going to sell me what I want. You're not gonna sell me chainmail, are you? Oh, he actually did. Okay, thank you. So now I just need to turn on this new pack. And as you can see, my helmet has changed back to diamond. And if I just put on, there we go, I've got the crown again. However, you may have realized something. For this to work, and for me to be the only one with a crown, it means that I need to wear a chainmail helmet all the time, which I do not like. So I have a different solution. So if we come in here and break away part of what is now my desk, because of course I am mayor, so this is my desk, I can put down an armor stand here, put the helmet on it, and if you didn't know, we actually have an armor stand plugin, so if I just type something in there and then sign it and call it statues with a capital S, then I get a special book. And this is how I'm going to decorate. I did have one of these before, but it went missing. So what I need to do is just check target, and it is that one. We are not going to show a base plate, so the base plate's gone. We are going to tell it to no longer apply gravity, and now what I just need to do is adjust its position a bit. So we're just gonna keep moving it up like that. I think that's aligned properly. Then the final thing that we do is we make the stand invisible. I'm actually going to need a piston. So I just need to push the floor in. That's what we call quasi-connectivity. Because that piston should not be powered. Wait, I didn't know it would do that. Can I just, like... Yep, okay, let's try this again. Okay, well, actually, maybe I can still make this work. So currently the crown is there, but if I am correct... There we go, it works. So I now have a crown on my desk. You know, just to symbolize this power that I am responsible with. Take that, Samantha. So anyway, other than rubbing it in Samantha's face that I won, what are we doing today? Well, if you remember, over the past few episodes, I have been promising one thing, which is to build something new right here. And that is exactly what we're doing. And the good thing about this building is it might actually just be a slight bit profitable. And you might be thinking, oh, but Captain Pineapple, last episode you literally moved a whole shop because it wasn't profitable over here. Well, I don't mean profitable as in I'm going to be making a shop there. I'm going to sell the property. Hopefully. I mean, I'm hoping that the other person follows through with what I suggested. I'm sure that's fine. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Wrong button! I lived. What? How did I lived? With, like, nearly half my health? How? How did I say that? How did I do that? And I've also lost track of what I was saying. So, I think what I was saying was the building could be profitable. And you might be thinking, but oh, Captain Pineapple, you moved a whole shop last episode because, like, it wasn't profitable when you built it over here. Yeah, I'm selling the property. So, basically, what is happening, and this might actually start being a thing, I might do some more stuff like this. I'm going to put a nice building here, and then I'm actually going to sell the ownership of that building to someone else. And the thing is, I have done this before. So this building down here, actually, I sold that. Seaman actually does now own that property. And you see, I want to see if I can do that some more. So I have spoken to someone. I don't know if they're going to follow through on the deal, but I basically said to them, look, I'm going to be building a nice thing here. Do you want to then buy it? And you know, to my surprise, they actually said yes. And they did actually seem quite interested. So I am hoping that they do actually follow through on that. But with that, I think that we have spoken for long enough, so let's go into today's time lapse. So there we have it, 2 brand new builds right behind me. And also, this is completely irrelevant, but oh, it's gone. There was an ocelot on that tree, and I did get footage of it, so I'm not lying. But anyway, back to what's relevant. We have 2 brand new builds in the city, and I'm gonna be honest, I was only supposed to build this one, and then I kind of got carried away, and ended up coming up with this design, and now this is here. But honestly, this build is more useful than you might realise, because basically, this build has a very modern architecture, compared to this one, which is just 3 buildings away, which is more based off of, like, French architecture. Not even lying there, the inspiration is from a French street. And then there's this build, which has a very similar style, and is actually based off of a Lego build. See if you can guess which one it is. And then, of course, there's this build, which is not similar at all to the French build, but it's close enough and similar enough in architecture style where it still works, and you can still get away with having them together. And then you have this modern build, which, next to the French building, would not work at all. It would just look weird. But this building here acts as a very good divider, and also just the fact that there is a corner here, so you can't see the French build, which I think is actually really useful, because this now means that I can get away with changing the style of the build, so I can go from this, like, French architecture to a very modern building just by adding a corner in. So, I don't know how many of you actually realise how useful that is, but it is a really important part of this. And it also means I now have the style that I am going for most of the city. But anyway, so what is actually so important about them? So other than them changing the style of the city quite well, which is important, the other important thing about them is they're for sale. You can come and buy these buildings. So there's this building here, which personally, I don't know, I would see this as like, I don't know, maybe apartments, or like even a restaurant or something down here, or just like a nice little family-owned business. I don't know, that's how I see this space being used, but overall that doesn't really matter, because if it sells, I'm not going to be in control of it. And then there's this building, which I personally sort of see as like an office. Yeah, you have this extremely tiny room, but you do have these stairs up here, and ignore that. Just imagine there's a wall here. So the thing is, yeah, I imagine this as like some sort of office building, and if you did buy it, you can remove the wool. The only reason the wool is in these windows is because there is nothing. So yeah, basically, if you buy the building and you put an interior on it, you can remove the wool. I just don't like everyone seeing that it's a really hollow building. But yeah, so I think that they are two very nice additions. This one is the one I'm guessing is going to get sold because it does have more space. However, the office one is more important in terms of, like, it has now set the style that I need. So I'm very happy with that. And I have actually spoken to someone about selling them, not the person I was talking about earlier. It did not go well. So yeah, I'm hoping that maybe the client that I was talking about earlier will actually like the buildings and hopefully buy them. Yeah, there is a rule for this, by the way, so I have come up with a rule for it. It's 5 diamonds for the building, but if you have a subscription to the Rocket, you get 20% off, so it's only 4 diamonds. And then, if you also are going to set up a business in there, you get a business discount of another 20%, so you actually end up with 2 diamonds off, giving you 3 diamonds for the building. So honestly, for complete control of the interiors, I think that's a fairly good deal. But anyway, what else are we going to do? Well, you may have noticed throughout this episode that there is just a slight bit of vandalism, like, everywhere. Like, just a small bit of vandalism, you know? So yeah, I think this needs to be cleaned up. So there we go, most of the vandalism is cleared up. And I do say most because I haven't actually cleared up this hole in the ground yet. Basically, there is a design to it, and I don't know it off by heart. So I'll have to do it between the episodes, which shouldn't take too long. So that should all be fine. But the good thing about this explosion is whoever did it actually left a block of diamonds here as an apology. And I mean, I don't know about you, but a tiny creeper explosion in exchange for a diamond block, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. I mean, I'm guessing that they actually put the diamond block there, not because they blew up the town hall, but because they blew up the votes, which was a bit of a problem. But anyway, so I will take that and just add it to the wonderful collection. And with that, we have unfortunately come to the end of today's episode, and I quite like the progress this episode. We became mayor, we've made some nice new buildings, and then we profited off of someone blowing up the town hall. I mean, like, what's a downside there? So yeah, I really hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. Next episode, I don't actually know what we're going to do. That's, like, the honest truth there. I actually don't know. So I'm thinking that I will probably build the shops around here and stuff, which actually aren't going to be against the road. So what I mean by that is I want this, like, nice path here, but it's, like, pedestrian only. I think it could be quite a nice space. But unfortunately, I need to come up with a design for that first. So for now, I really hope you have enjoyed today's episode. I mean, I know that I've enjoyed it. It's not every day you become mayor. But yeah, the buildings, and please, if you are on the server and you are interested in buying a building, just come and tell me. Doesn't even need to be these buildings. If you have an idea for something in the city and you're like, hey, like, I think you should make a shop for this or something, or I want to set up a shop for this, just come and tell me. I'll put a building there for you. It will be perfect. But yeah, so as I was saying, I want to say a huge thank you to you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye-bye.